Don't you just love sacred geometry? You know, these beautiful, intricate patterns that just mathematically weave into one another, super complex, yet very, very simple. And they're the substratum of this entire universe, as well as the multiple dimensional densities beyond this world or realm, right? How cool and how silly. I have the alleged flower of life tattooed on my chest, and I regret it, but I accept it. I have various symbols tattooed on my body, and I'm not a fan of it anymore because they all confine, they all limit, they all define, really. Because although, let's say, the flower of life, the Vesica Pisces, the Metatron's cube, all these things, and there are so many, although they may be coming from higher realms than this incarnation, they are nonetheless geometrical prisons in higher realms. They are prisons to our being, to encapsulate us, to grasp our attention, to fixate on. It is the same with the chakras, the energy systems, all this stuff, which in its own right is great. At a relative level, it's great. But when we assert or assume that that is the ultimate truth, we're simply wrong. We're simply misguided. And it's very clear that anything with form can obviously not be ultimately true. And so it may be a representation of what is true, but we need to question that. We need to question why do we choose to have any representations for that which cannot be represented? And it is this very human tendency to always want to interpret things and relay, and when we're not able to grasp onto that very untouchable thing, that very unspeakable thing which we are, the result of that is that we misinterpret, we construct these various models, these patterns and interpretations. That is on the behalf of which pretty much all religions are made. It is concessions to the ignorant mind. And sacred geometry, in much the same way, is a concession to the mind that constantly seeks something to define and cling onto. And so I urge you to dismiss or question what symbols you actually entertain. I have symbols on my body, tattooed on my freaking body, permanently. And I might get them removed, I might not, I can accept it. But there is this energetic component to associating, identifying, and giving attention to these things which are not absolutely true. Right? And why settle? Why settle for any lesser truth? Why settle for the interpretation of truth? What good is that? What is the worth of a half-truth? What is the worth of a truth that sets you free at a relative level, but still keeps you confined in this spiritual box, in this spiritual mental container? What good is that? What good is that? It really is not. And I have many qualms and even concerns about this uprising of spirituality online. And I'm sitting here and may seem a certain way to you. There's a gong behind me and you may think all sorts with that. But really I'm not being any particular way. You cannot define me by anything in this way. And so I'm concerned about this evolution of humanity towards this more new age approach to spiritual living, because it is absent of the traditions that actually held at the very core the understanding that we need to embody and ground these understandings. We need self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice is not a bad thing. It means to offer up the old notions and beliefs about ourselves. And so if we're not able to, and willing to, rather, to step into the unknown, to not know, and to disregard what we once considered to be true or held on to. I've had many beliefs. I still have beliefs. I still cling to stuff that I'm working on, letting go, and just seeing through, really, because it's not so much letting go. You cannot let go of something which you believe in inherently, can you? No. So it is more so about discovering truth and seeing through the illusion, seeing through or past the belief systems that you held. In this way, through the light of knowing, they crumble. And so please just investigate, be skeptical, because I've been very non-skeptical on this path, on many paths in the past, and it may lead you good places, it may not. It may take you somewhere which is a progression from where you came, but then you find yourself stuck with these belief systems and structures that, although served you at a certain point in your life, no longer do. And then they're suddenly a burden that you never even had to pick up in the first place, if only you were willing to be in and as the unknown. Have a wonderful day.